What's really happening in the Bermuda Triangle? The Bermuda Triangle, sometimes known as the Devil's Triangle, is an urban legend centered on a hazily defined region in the western North Atlantic Ocean, where several planes and ships are claimed to have vanished under strange circumstances. People have been attempting to solve the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle for years. Let's dig into what's really happening in the Bermuda Triangle on our channel, Explained Earth. Like this video if you find it interesting and share it with your friends and family. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and let's move on. The Bermuda Triangle, as it is most often known, extends from Miami to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda. It covers hundreds of thousands of square miles of the North Atlantic Ocean, a vast expanse. The region also sees a lot of ship activity from the East Coast and the Gulf of Mexico. The Bermuda Triangle was named after a 1964 story in the pulp magazine Argosy that linked several disappearances in the area. The fatal Bermuda Triangle didn't provide any answers for the incidents, but it did stress the area's mystique. The article discusses the disappearance of the USS Cyclops, a Navy supply ship, in 1918, the loss of a flight of bombers during a practice run in 1945, and one of the search and rescue planes dispatched to look for them. These and other instances have become part of Bermuda Triangle folklore. These tales are frequently woven together to allude to something sinister hiding beneath the surface of the Atlantic Ocean. In addition to supernatural hypotheses, many more plausible explanations for the occurrence, ranging from wayward magnetism to deadly bubbles, have been proposed. What is so dangerous about this place? The fact that the Bermuda Triangle is heavily traversed may explain some of the mystery. Any area with a high volume of ships passing through it will have more accidents than a less busy area. When you consider that hurricanes frequently scour the Bermuda Triangle, it's easy to see why ships occasionally sink there. Magnetism is another popular explanation for the Bermuda Triangle. Because the Earth's magnetic North Pole differs from its geographic North Pole, compasses rarely point exactly north. Compasses are fully accurate only along agonic lines, which align magnetic and geographic north. One agonic line extends from Lake Superior to the Gulf of Mexico, close to the Bermuda Triangle. One idea holds that mariners who are used to compensating for a difference in their compass readings may make errors when very close to the agonic line, leading them astray. When combined with the often shallow seas of the Caribbean Sea's island-strewn waterways, navigational errors could result in boats stranded on concealed shoals. Another idea proposes that the Bermuda Triangle is a large-scale magnetic anomaly, or where Earth's magnetic field lines are bent and twisted. This, too, could lead to navigational errors. But as others have pointed out, there is no evidence that the Bermuda Triangle has any peculiar magnetic disturbances, which is evident when looking at a map. Some experts have lately proposed that ship sinkings in the Bermuda Triangle could be caused by huge bubbles generated from subsurface methane reserves. The region's seafloor is believed to have enormous pockets of gas that could suddenly be unleashed, converting the ocean into a frothy soup that swallows ships. A similar process is suspected of having formed massive undersea craters in Norway. Even though the mechanism seems logical, there is no evidence of recent methane emissions from the Bermuda Triangle area. According to U.S. Geological Survey geologist Bill Dillon, the last time anything similar happened in the region was roughly 15,000 years ago. Some paranormal clarifications. The Triangle's authors have utilized various supernatural notions to explain the happenings. The submerged rock formation defined as being in the Triangle is sometimes linked to the Atlantis tale. Followers of alleged psychic Edgar Cayce interpret his prediction that evidence of Atlantis would be discovered in 1968 as referring to the finding of the Bimini Road. Although believers depict the development as a road, wall, or other structure, the Bimini Road is natural. Some speculate that a parallel reality exists in the Bermuda Triangle region, resulting in a time-space warp that stinks. Wasn't that extraordinary? Tell us about your views on this supernatural triangle. Subscribe to the channel Explained Earth to see more such videos. Press the like button and don't forget to share the video. Let's continue. The real explanations of accidents. Compass issues are frequently mentioned in triangle incidents, while some speculate that significant local magnetic anomalies may exist in the vicinity. No such abnormalities have been discovered. Navigators have known for generations that compasses exhibit natural magnetic variances about the magnetic poles. Magnetic and geographic north are identical only in a few areas. For example, in the United States as of 2000, only those spanning from Wisconsin to the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf Stream is a large surface current driven primarily by thermohaline circulation that begins in the Gulf of Mexico and flows into the North Atlantic via the Straits of Florida. It is, in essence, a river within an ocean that, like a river, can and does transport floating items. It has a maximum surface velocity of roughly 2 meters per second, 6.6 feet per second. The current can carry a small plane conducting a water landing or a boat with engine issues away from its stated position. Human error is one of the most frequently cited explanations in official inquiries into the loss of any aircraft or vessel loss. On January 1, 1958, businessman Harvey Conover may have lost his sailing yacht, Revenant, as he sailed into the teeth of a hurricane south of Florida. Hurricanes are violent storms that form in tropical waters, claiming thousands of lives and causing billions of dollars in damage in the past. The first known incidence of a devastating hurricane was the drowning of Francisco de Bobadilla's Spanish fleet in 1502. In the past, these storms have been responsible for several triangle-related incidents. Several Atlantic hurricanes recur off the eastern seaboard through the triangle, and before the introduction of weather satellites, ships typically had little to no warning of a hurricane's approach. The Pride of Baltimore sank on May 14, 1986, by a significant downdraft of cold air. The crew of the sunken vessel saw a rapid shift in wind direction, increasing velocity from 32 kilometers an hour, 20 miles per hour, to 97 to 145 kilometers per hour, 60 to 90 miles per hour. According to James Lushine, a National Hurricane Center satellite specialist, under particularly unstable meteorological conditions, the downburst of cold air from above can hit like a big squall line of wind and water. Concordia experienced a similar incident off the coast of Brazil in 2010. A few notable incidents happened in the Bermuda Triangle. First is USS Cyclops. The incident resulting in the single largest non-combat loss of life in U.S. Navy history occurred when the Collier Cyclops, carrying a full load of manganese ore and with one engine out of commission, went missing without a trace sometime after March 4, 1918, after departing the island of Barbados. However, there is no strong evidence for any single scenario. Numerous ideas exist, some blaming storms, others blaming capsizing, and others blaming wartime enemy activity for the loss. Furthermore, 2 Cyclops sister ships, Proteus and Nereus, were lost in the North Atlantic during World War II. Both ships were carrying large amounts of metallic ore. Second is a Douglas DC-3. December 28, 1948, a Douglas DC-3 aircraft, registration NC-16002, went missing while flying from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Miami. There was no trace of the aircraft or the 32 people on board. A Civil Aeronautics Board investigation determined insufficient material to determine the likely cause of the disappearance. Third is Connemara 4. September 26, 1955, a pleasure yacht was found adrift in the Atlantic south of Bermuda. It's commonly reported in the legends that the crew vanished while the vessel survived 3 hurricanes. The 1955 Atlantic hurricane season depicts Hurricane Ione moving close to Bermuda between September 14th and 18th with winds of nearly gale force. Weiner quoted a letter from Mr. J.E. Challenor of Barbados in his second book about the Bermuda Triangle. Connemara 4 was moored to a heavy mooring in Carlisle Bay's open roadstead on September 22nd. Because of the impending hurricane, the owner reinforced the mooring ropes and deployed 2 additional anchors. He had little else to do because the exposed mooring was the only available anchorage. The sea in Carlisle Bay was awe-inspiring and perilous in the aftermath of Hurricane Janet. Connemara 4's owner noticed that she had vanished. According to an investigation, she had tugged her moorings and gone to sea. Fourth is KC-135 Stratotankers. August 28, 1963, 2 U.S. Air Force KC-135 Stratotanker aircraft collided and crashed into the Atlantic 300 miles west of Bermuda. According to some writers, while the two planes did meet, there were two independent crash sites separated by more than 160 miles of water. However, Kusha's research revealed that a search and rescue ship checked the debris field marking the second crash site and discovered it to be a pile of seaweed and driftwood wrapped in an old buoy in the unclassified version of the Air Force Inquiry Report. The Bermuda Triangle is a water region that is said to have swallowed entire ships and has interested humans for decades. Is there truth to the stories? If you find the video intriguing, please like and share it. To know more about our Earth, subscribe to Explained Earth and we will tell you about it.